Thank you for joining us for another DK Custom Products video. My name's Kevin, this is Dwayne. Today we're going to talk about a new normal according to a Harley dealership.
Yeah.
So Dwayne, I know you have a letter there from one of our customers over in Scotland.
Yeah.
And why don't you share with us what this Harley dealership said is normal on a trike?
Sure, but before I do that, I think this is going to lead up to us doing our own video series on normal but not right. You know, we get a lot of questions. Is this normal? Is this temperature normal? Is it normal that this much oil is carrying over into my intake? Yes, it's normal, but it's not right. Just like what this guy had. This is a friend of ours from overseas in Scotland, to be exact. And he sent us this correspondence. You were probably aware that my trike was not due its first MOT. That's what we call it here in Scotland. I booked it into a local garage that does trike mods. It passed its MOT, but the head technician stated that the rear wheel bearing was halfway to failure. Movement in the bearing is what he expressed.
And just before you go any further in the letter, let's show on the screen here a clip from our axle bearing retainer plate video so people can see what that means. And to see that full video, you can look up in the corner here.
That's right. Our buddy here, he contacted a local dealership as the trike has only had 3,000 miles on it, so not very many miles, and is not covered by his extended warranty package. In fact, the dealership stated that movement in the bearing is normal.
Having the bearing be loose, banging around inside of the axle housing and having those splines not be butted up close.
Yeah, he goes on to say, looking at DK Custom's online videos, particularly the video you referenced earlier, I ordered once again from you guys parts to address the rear bearing movement issue with the intention of getting them fitted at the same time as my annual full service was due. The dealership stated they could only fit DK Custom plates once they had seen them and approved them. They have now approved them and were very impressed by them.
So that's good. At least they didn't just blanket, oh, it's not an HD part, we can't do it.
Right, right. And to be more clear, the OEM support plates, thin, pot metal, just, you could probably bend it by hand. The DK plates, much thicker. CNC cut, cold rolled steel. I mean, these are not going to let any movement come out of that bearing. So I don't know what type of bearings are fine for movement, left and right, up and down, wallowing around. But I can assure you, it's not okay. You know, it may be normal on the trikes because it is an outdated design for that solid axle, but it's not okay.
Right.
Now, if you have any questions about this, we always welcome comments, but recently we've been getting more comments than we've been able to deal with on a daily basis. So if you have questions about fitment or installation on your trike, shoot me an email to support@dkcustomproducts.com. You'll get a faster answer. You'll get a response much quicker that way. But don't hesitate, leave us a comment if you want to let us know something. You got some input on this video. We always appreciate comments.
So know that Harley Davidson of Edinburgh in Scotland is saying it's normal. I don't know, we've not heard that from dealerships here in the US, but we do know that once a bike has some miles on it, anywhere in the 10 to 20,000,
Yeah.
they're probably going to have a little bit of play in there because those bearing retainer plates are stamped out of pot metal.
Yeah.
And you just want to look at that.
Yeah, and with that bearing movement also comes moisture.
Yeah.
You know, a big enemy of your rear end.
Oh, there's no seal. You know, the axle bearing retainer plates we make have an O-ring.
Right.
They're rigid. They seal against them. They keep water from getting in there. And the whole reason we came up with those is I was getting ready to ride to Bella Coola, and that is a scary, scary road. And I had that play in the rear, and I didn't know why. You know, I had that, and you know, so we researched it and found out. And so it's definitely something to look at. We've not heard of any rear wheels actually falling off.
Yeah.
We have seen many rear drives, the differential grenade on trikes, because of that movement is letting that axle move around too much back there.
Yeah.
And then it's grinding up the
Yeah,
gears.
and then of course the moisture getting in there, corrosion, and now the later models even have more moving parts in there with the RDRS system. So, man, just for peace of mind, I think these plates are worth it.
Y'all ride safe out there.